Sarah Are, right, had a birthday, and Christian content creators lashed upon that opportunity to gossip about Apostle Joshua Selman. It's still content creation. They just put clickbait as traction. They just say how Joshua Selman proposed to his wife. Whether you know it, he has not married, but you still click on it. Come on, unmute and talk to me. I'm not unmute. Maybe everybody should just unmute and talk to me as long as you're not disturbing. I need to hear feedback, okay? Like I said, this is supposed to be.
Yes, we are following, sir. We are following you.
And talk to me.
We are following you.
Unmute and talk to me. Don't just follow me. Respond to me, okay? Yeah, respond to me. Right? How many of you saw that you just got close? You just went on YouTube and you were just typing Joshua Selman, Sarah Are, just to see gossip. How many of you did that? Don't lie. How many of you did that?
I did.
I did as well.
Exactly. What do you think? What do you think is happening on the? You went to some people's page to check, right? For those persons, for example, if they had 50,000 views on just that funny title, Joshua. Do you know somebody even on TikTok talking about the story of why Joshua Selman didn't marry that year? He said when Joshua Selman didn't have money. How many of you saw that video?
I saw it.
When Joshua Selman didn't have money, the girl's family, being Igbo, said that they cannot marry. And then now that Joshua Selman now have money, Joshua Selman's mother say no, that she's not agree. How many of you saw that video? This one has nothing to do with this. You just know that this thing is nonsense, but we still watch it to the end anyways. Guess what you did? You made money for that person. Are you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes,
you probably even made that person a millionaire. You don't know. Let's do the maths, okay? We're talking about money, right? So somebody bring out your calculator very quickly. That's why I want this session to be interactive, because I'm not here to come and be reading slides. You can see my slides are almost, the slide is not, the value is inside me, not in the slide. So let's conversate, okay? So let's assume that YouTube is paying 20 cents per view. Oh yeah, do the math. 20 cents will be 0.20. Is somebody using the calculator? If you're using the calculator, say hi. Let me know if you're using the calculator.
I'm doing it manually.
Manually. Somebody use calculator. Okay, I believe you. It means you are a good mathematician. 0.20. So let's assume that you had 50,000 views on such controversial video. So 0.20 times 50,000, how much is that? Now, this is 20 cents. 0.20 is 20 cents. Okay, 20 cents is not up to $1. So it seems insignificant. I need somebody on calculator. So we have many here, or maybe I just pass. Because these people are not responding to me. You are the one who needs the value I have to offer. Okay?
1 million,
Somebody
1 million cents.
Who is on the calculator?
1 million cents.
1 million cents. I need somebody with calculator.
Okay.
10, sir.
0.20 times 50,000. What's that?
Okay.
10 cents,
That's
sir.
25,000. How much is that?
10 cents.
0.20 times 50,000. Pastor Kayode, your people are not responding to me.
10,000, sir.
I can't hear you.
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Supposed to be very fast. Me, I will not move until you respond to me. That's like a rule for my webinar sessions. If it's not going to be interactive, I'll just mute and go to sleep. Okay, because if we're talking about money, we have to be sharp. One of the rules of money is you need speed to make money. Okay, you need speed to make money. Okay, and I'm sure you can tell. Even the ideas you had quiet time. God gave you an idea in your room. You were the only one. You didn't do anything about it. The next time you step outside, somebody else is already talking about it and funding the idea. And you say, maybe it's me, God gave this idea. You know why? You didn't move with speed. So Ideas can fly everywhere. They are spirits. So you need speed to make money. Okay. Ubon King said something. If you really want to make money, Ubon King Ubon King was the youngest maritime owner in Nigeria, okay, of blessed memory. He said, if you want to make money, you must make your calculator your best friend. Okay, so I'm teaching you some very invaluable lessons that has helped me make a lot of money. I'm going to be showing you some proofs here tonight. And like I said, it's not theory. If it's not something I've not done before, I'm not going to come here to talk about it. I'm going to be showing you proofs. Okay. Now, 50,000 views, just 20 cents. Guess what? If that controversial video had 50,000 views, that person made $10,000. Now, you want to now convert that to Naira. $10,000 times 1,400. How much is that? $10,000 times 1,400. How much is that?
Wow. That's 14 million, man.
14 million naira on topic wey no be in family business.
Wow.
It's not his family's problem. 14 million naira. We are talking about digital economy here. Do you see why gossip sells fast? Do you see why people, it doesn't matter how you insult their father, they will still go online and talk about something they did not know? Because they are making money. That's a cash cow for them. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Do you know that there was an artist that understood these dynamics and he leveraged on it? This very rough guy, what do you call his name? Very, very rough guy
Portable.
that has multicolored hair.
Portable.
Portable. God bless you, my sister. You listen to his music?
No, but I usually saw his content like that.
Exactly. The guy he didn't go to school, but he understood how to leverage on digital economy. Not necessarily somebody to me. It was his behavior that marketed him. So we are talking about the digital economy. Find what works for you. So you see that, do you know that there are some people online, what works for them in the digital economy is prayer. They are selling prayer. There is no day you will not pray. I hope you know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some people sell the word of God. There are some people you follow on your social media right now that you follow them because they are always speaking about Christian things, Christian subjects. What do you think they are doing? They are selling it. Maybe we have a few exceptions. Talk about. I'm speaking this because we're in Christendom. I'm going to be showing you where the money is, because if you don't know where the story is, you don't know where the money is. You follow the story to follow the money. You saw on the newspaper very recently about how somebody calculated how much Pastor Nathaniel Bassi was losing on Hallelujah Challenge not being monetized. And the estimate was over 1 billion naira. That if he monetizes his YouTube channel, he will be making about 1 billion naira on Hallelujah Challenge. And yet, no single monetization on that channel. And we are here, we are bombarding heaven with, oh God, what do I do? Show me the way. Yes, it is true, God can show you the way. But what do you know? What are you understanding? This thing is in your hand, for example. How are you leveraging on it? Brothers and sisters, with my mobile phone, I bought a phone in 2021. I bought Oppo A92 in 2021. I bought Oppo A92 for about 150,000 naira in 2021. That phone has made me over 20 million naira. Just that phone alone. I'm not talking about my laptop. I'm talking about the money I have made on my phone is over 20 million naira. And I'm going to be showing you some proofs. So you have remote skills, real opportunities. I've just spoken. You see, everything I've said is about what people are doing. What problem are you solving? You think you don't know anything, but there are people who have issues with what you even know, and they're looking for who will solve the problem. Flexibility, the data economy. The reason you see, I said, I'm busy. I didn't know today will be as busy as I've moved around today. I am here in my space. Imagine if you invited me to come, just like you invited me, because I was restricted by location. Something happened. I had to and the camp. Plan I have to disappear. As well as one get it done with focus on the you mean now. You will get back to retention camp. Yes. Are we here? Yes.
We are with you, but like it's breaking somehow.
Is breaking? Yes, your line is breaking. Let me join in from another point. You shouldn't be breaking. You shouldn't be breaking. Let me join in from another. We have so much to do. My line shouldn't be breaking. So much to do, brothers and sisters.
But it's not better now, right? It's better.
It's better now. It's stable. Is it better now? Yes, it's stable.
Yes,
Yes,
it's better now.
Yeah.
It's stable now. I just switched. Okay, so I just switched to another phone. Okay, so I think we can use this one now. Very quickly. Why the digital economy? I've just explained it to you. It is location independent, okay? And you have opportunities to global markets. Can you hear me clearly? Yes, sir. For example, I am a strategist to someone who is politically exposed. She has not set face on me physically, and we have not even had our first virtual video call. Today, we've spoken for 3 hours already. Today, we have built a platform already. I had a conversation. I've been doing a research on the new tax reform, and I've been exploiting the loopholes in the tax reform. And then she's a big person in one of the government parastatals. Okay, she's politically exposed, like I said, a big woman, very young lady, but she's doing so well. Okay. And then she just said, oh, wow, a lot of my friends, I have a lot of millionaires, a lot of business people around me. Can we put something together and can we charge them for it? I said, oh, yeah, why? She was like, okay, let's create it together. Before you know, she said, okay, I know somebody, his name is Funsho. He's a tax consultant to FIRS. FIRS, for your information, is Federal Inland Revenue Service. That's the federal government. And this guy is a tax consultant to them. And then she put the guy on the call, and then we spoke, and then we fine-tuned a couple of things, and bam, we have a platform, and this is it. Making money. So you ask me, you see me, I'm talking on phone for 3 hours, you think I'm gisting, you don't know that I've just built something. I've just created money out of thin air by just having conversation with somebody. The global market. If you know what to do, if you know how to do it, you can make money. Look at it. I said reward is equal to skill plus action. It is not enough to just have skill. You must be able to have action. And I'm going to show you something very beautiful now. Where does the money come from? We're talking about making money online in the digital economy. Have you sat down to ask yourself, with this money, where is it coming from? How many of you bother to ask yourself? Respond to me. Have you asked yourself that question before? This money, where is it coming from? You must understand the key source of income in the digital economy. You must understand that you can make money digitally either as a business. For example, you sell thrift online. I'm sure the ladies understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, you sell thrift online. You go to Arena Market in Oshodi, you buy the thrift in box, right? How much is a bale of thrift now? You see, I'm talking about practical businesses already. I don't sell thrift, but I can tell you what works. Because if you must make money in this life, you can't lock yourself inside the room and be speaking in tongues only. You must go outside. So, for example, I know they sell thrift in bale. So maybe a bale of thrift is about maybe 60,000, 70,000, maybe some 40,000, depending on their grade. Is that correct? Who is it to thrift selling here? Anybody? Anybody here who sells thrift? Nobody. Okay. So what online vendors have done is they will take those thrifts. If somebody listening, if you are with me, say I am with you. Just say it, I am with you.
I am with you.
Awesome. So you go to Arena, you get a bale of thrifts, okay? Maybe it might be 100 pieces, some 200 pieces in a bale, okay? So your Instagram vendors, some of you follow them. Your Instagram vendors, they will take those clothes. Some of them will care to iron it. Some of them will not even bother to iron it. They will now put it on hanger. They will spread it on 4Rug. They will take iPhone 12 or even iPhone X with good lighting, snap it, and then put it online. And then they will tell you one is going for 15,000, 25,000. They even say discount is 8,000. Grab it fast. Digital economy. You can run your business online. Okay, there is this guy I follow. He's from Ondo State. He sells fish and he has over 200,000 followers selling fish. I think I can find his name. I can find his name. Maybe as we're talking, I can somehow find his name. We have businesses. We have platforms. For example, TikTok is a platform. You can monetize your platform. What are you going to be talking about? You can decide to be a food critic. For example, Okoyemi is a food critic. How many of you know Okoyemi, the food critic? The guy who is always complaining about food, tasting food and complaining whether it's good or it's not good. How many of you know him?
Yes, Mr. Boy is a big yes.
Exactly, Okoyemi, the food critic. So you want to ask yourself now, how does it make sense? How can a responsible man like that be doing that? You don't know that guy has probably made more money than you have ever made in your 9 to 5. Now you have restaurants who are inviting him, come and critique my food because you say, oh, look at this. I just bought Jazzy Burger and I want to know whether Jazzy Burger is worth it or not. And then he eats it and he tastes and say, oh my God, unbelievable, so delicious. Do you know the kind of customer that Jazzy Burger will rake in? We're talking about, I'm showing you where the money is coming from. This is the concept of influencers. How many of you heard of that? Influencers are making money from. Yes, they are making money from influencing brand ambassadorship and all that, but it's because they've been able to give themselves the visibility. And then because of their visibility, they've been able to gain a level of credibility. I'm showing you where the money is coming from. Visibility and credibility. Like I told you, if you're not getting something from tonight, I don't know where you will get it from. Visibility, credibility. is one of those ways you will make money if you are talking about digital economy and you are looking at platforms. I've given you 4 places. I've talked about business. I'm talking about platform now. Consumer is another thing. How many of you know Eric Gwagwa? Eric Gwagwa, who says, don't mention, we don't do that here. How many of you know Eric Gwagwa?
Yeah.
Only one person is talking. I don't like this class. I don't like
Yes,
this
sir.
class. You know Eric Gwagwa. How many of you have liked his video? You follow him. How many of you follow him on IG?
I only like to post. I don't follow.
You don't follow him. Okay, well, it's like these are our people here. I don't know. I will have shown you his business strategy. How he's been able to convert followers into customers and customers into loyalists. His strategy is called thought leadership. Do you know that Eric Gwagwa now is worth over 350 million naira? You don't know, so you don't know why you don't follow him, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move on from there. One other way you can, where the money is coming from, you can talk about the markets as well. You see the crypto hype. Oh, everybody shouting crypto. Market. You can leverage on markets. Okay, if you're a finance person, you will know what FOMO is. FOMO means fear of missing out. Which means when everybody seems to be talking about crypto, something inside you will say, what is it about this crypto they're even talking about? And then maybe your neighbor, your bedmate, was like, I just made 50,000, I just bought this coin. Oh, the thing has gone to 50,000, I just made problem. In your mind, you'll be like, maybe I should just do this thing too. And that's called FOMO, fear of missing out. But yes, it is real too. You can actually make money from the market. You can also do a lot of other things. For example, you are buying shares. Tesla, Elon Musk, he has shares. You can buy shares. It's a digital economy. You can buy. Some of you buy digital. You can buy. You do know you can own a piece of UBA or Zenith Bank. How many of you know that? You may even buy shares in a company that you don't have anything to do with. For example, some of you use Android phone, but you can buy Apple shares. Let me show you what Apple shares is right now. I'm going on Trading View. I'm just going to show you what Apple shares is right now on my system. 1 minute, please. Exit. Okay, good. Has this guy changed? Share this tab instead. Okay, look at this. I'm showing you the markets, okay? I'm showing you stocks for Apple, for example. Look at it. I want to show you. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes,
buy
sir.
a piece of this.
No, we can't see anything, sir.
You can see.
I can see it,
I'm
sir.
only saying you. You didn't find anything, sir.
Is your network, oh.
It's your network, man. We can see.
Is your network, sir. Is your network. Probably you want to put your phone on flight mode and take it back again. Can you see the Apple stocks, right? So one share of Apple currently is $273. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
But this is the cheap. Look at it. I want to show you something. As that,
Don't show you.
you can't see it. Please, if you can see
Yes, I
it,
got
drop. I can see it in the comment section. Okay, I can see Charles. You can see it. Who else can see it? Doctor, you can see it. Who else can see it?
I can see it
I think
too.
a couple of other persons can see it. Awesome. Okay. But look at this. Okay, look at this. As at December, look at it. Do you see the spike? As at December 19, just yesterday, okay, the shares was $270 per share. But as at this moment I'm talking to you now, it has risen to $274. That means it has gained $4 per share. So let's do the math again. Who is taking calculator this time around? Who is taking calculator? Oh yeah. I need somebody to volunteer now. Let's go.
I'm here.
You are calculator. Cool. So it means in the space of 24 hours, there has been a capital gain of $4 on one share. So this is because 274 minus 270 as of 24 hours ago is $4. Okay, plus or minus. Now let's assume that you bought 1,000 shares of Apple in Apple company, okay, of Apple stock. 1,000 shares. $4 times 1,000 is how much?
4,000.
4,000. Good. Let's even assume that you bought only 100 shares. 100 shares will be how much?
$400.
400. Let's assume you bought just 10 shares. 10 shares will be how much?
$14.
$40.
Good. So let's assume that, okay, I'm calling big money, okay? We're talking about $400. That's a lot of money. Let's use $40 for example. In 24 hours, multiply 40 times 1,400. You're converting to Naira. Now, what is the equivalent of $40 in Naira?
In how many places, sir?
Just 40 times 1,400.
56,000.
Drop it in the comment section. How much is that?
000.
56,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good. It means in 24 hours you have made 56,000 without doing anything. The emphasis is without doing anything. This is the power of the digital economy. In just 24 hours, without doing anything, you have gained 64,000 naira. You know that's somebody's monthly salary. Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
So which means if what you bought was 100 shares of Apple stock within 24 hours, you will have made 560,000 naira. I hope you know that somebody's house rent.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In 24 hours, do you see where do you see where the Orijo is? And I've not even started my slide, but I'm just introducing you to the digital economy. So you will now wonder how one boy can wake up and all of a sudden he's driving Benz. You will think he did money ritual. No, sir, you don't know something he knows. Stop beefing the guy's destiny. It's not everybody who suddenly wakes up and has exotic stuff that they did money ritual. Not everybody went fetish. If you don't have knowledge, you will look like you don't know anything. And that's exactly what it is. How can you leverage the detail? So you see somebody, many of them, their father have bought stocks for them in these companies. Did you hear that Elon Musk? See, one problem is that you want to make money and you are not following people who have money. It's problem. The only thing you use your internet to do is to watch gossip and Nollywood movie and follow Holy Ghost Night. Holy Ghost Night is good, but if you want to make money, you need more than just that. You must follow the news. If you don't know where the story is, you can't know where the money is. What did I say?
If you don't know the story is, you can't know where the money is.
Yes, you follow the story to follow the money. So let me tell you one quick one. SpaceX, that's Elon Musk company that is going to space, that wants to relocate man and dump them in the moon, on the moon rather. Okay, they are about to go public. Okay, now these are some financial terms you should know if you are really serious about wealth. Okay, going public, it means they want to go IPO. Okay, now it means that now based on the calculation, the projection, if SpaceX goes public, that means you will be able to buy part of SpaceX, just like I've just explained Apple shares to you right now. Okay, if you are able to have access to buy part of SpaceX, so you can be a co-owner of SpaceX, that's what it means to buy shares. Okay, it means that Elon Musk's wealth will increase, will skyrocket by $1 trillion. That will be the greatest margin that ever existed. Do you know what $1 trillion is? No, you don't have an idea what I'm talking about. How much is $1 million in naira? Convert the equivalent of $1 million to naira. That's, oh yeah, do that. I've said we are using 1,400, right? So it's easy to calculate. $1 million is how much? 140 million naira. Is that correct? Am I correct? $1 million. Are you sure? No, I don't think so. How much is it? Somebody should confirm. $1 million is how much? Let me go back to my slides. while you figure it out. How much is $1 million in naira? The equivalent. I need somebody to tell me. Say that. Let's go ahead. The digital income categories. You have the skill base, you have the market base, you have the platform base. That those three. Now there is one that I didn't talk about, and I just want to see before I go into my bonus for tonight. Is the leverage-based income. How can you use artificial intelligence to make money? That's my bonus for tonight. Within 1 month, I've been able to leverage AI to make over 500,000 naira. This same ChatGPT that you use, I've been able to leverage it. Interestingly now, there is an open source called Council LLM. I know you've probably not heard about that. It's an open source platform that you can combine the power of ChatGPT, of Gemini, of DeepSeek, and of one other platform. You combine them together to give a super artificial intelligence, which means anything you throw into that library comes out with the most superior outcome possible in human existence as far as our current technological advancement is concerned. That's unbeatable. Do you know what you can do with that? You don't know what you can do with that. So very quickly, skill base, we've talked about tech. Let me tell you something. You want to make money in the digital economy, you must have UI UX designs. For example, somebody designed the flyer for this webinar, right? And I told Pastor Kayode, I said, you know what? I think it can get better. My guy can do something at least just to make it. You must understand skill. Operations, for example. Maybe you are skilled with admin. You can become a virtual assistant. You can make money. You can leverage on remote work, for example. All you need is data. How are you converting data? Low capital. But of course, you must learn. And that brings me to something very important. Anyways, we're going to talk about that. Market-based income. We've talked about trading, for example. We've talked about crypto investment. There's something called alternative assets. Now, I went to Dubai sometimes, okay? And the Peter Obi had been to this same place. It's called Falcon X in Dubai, to discuss a deal. I also went there to discuss a deal when I was trying to close a deal, a trading, a private equity deal with Citibank. Okay, I think I have that video. I have that video somewhere here. Now, what they do is you can buy a piece of real estate in Dubai. And that gave me an idea. I went to research. I went to search it. Now, what they do is you buy a piece of real estate in Dubai and you can come for a specific time of the year. That building is entirely yours. So they can allocate 2 weeks out of a year for the duration of a year, just based on your shares that you bought in that particular piece of real estate. And it made a lot of sense because it means you don't have to get any down payment for the entire building. Dubai is really expensive when it comes to real estate. But I now thought about it. You can digitize this thing. And interestingly, by the time I did a bit of research, I discovered that that's what Swarm Red does. I know you don't know some of these companies, but Swarm Reds, they are the mavens when it comes to tokenization. And this is blockchain. We're not even talking about crypto anymore. You don't need to buy coins to make money from blockchain. We're talking about DeFi, right? Apostle Dan Charles, my friend that we spoke together that day, I told you he's building a microfinance bank on blockchain. Right? So there are a lot of things, but what are the implications, for example? Of course, higher risk, but discipline and structure. Okay. I'm going somewhere. Platform, of course, I've talked about platform. I've talked about Eric Guagua. I've talked about the gossip, and I've shown you how that you think is insignificant, but for every click for some of these YouTube videos, you make 20 cents. You have 50,000 views, that's $10,000. $10,000 in naira, that's about 40 million naira on just one video you just randomly put and you left it there. This is how people wake up to become millionaires in the digital economy, and you're wondering from when to when did the story change. That's what is called maximizing the digital space. Okay, so very quickly, 3 things you need. Now I'm getting into the crux of where I'm going to. Okay, like I said, even if you are not trading, you're going to get value from this meeting. I can see 22 persons on this call. Once again, I want to say welcome. If you're just joining, I don't know how much you've missed, but I hope you've gained value so far. Temitope Banjo, I see you. Now there are 3 things you need in the digital economy. 3 things you need. You need knowledge. Somebody say knowledge. Unmute and say knowledge.
Knowledge.
You need money. Say money.
Money.
You need time. Say time.
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 So what are the 3 things you need? You need knowledge, you need money, and you need time.
Time.
Now, can I tell you something? Any one of these 3 you don't have, you can use the other 2 to get it. Now, I want an intelligent person to do the maths. What does it mean? Any one of these 3 guys you don't have, use the other 2 to get the one you don't have. So who can give me what that looks like?
Time and knowledge, you can use it to get money.
Explain, please.
Knowledge and time to get money.
Can you explain?
Right.
Let mommy explain. I heard mommy's voice. Now, mommy, can you explain, please?
Okay, what I'm saying is that, for instance, now I'm a teacher, I'm a teacher, and I don't have money, and I'm broke, but I have the knowledge that I can pass to others. And eventually, if I go to a school or a lesson or a seminar or a symposium and pass on that knowledge to them, using my time, I can actually make money from there, and I have move on that way.
Fantastic. Okay, I want someone else to talk about how you can make, you can leverage, if you don't have knowledge, for example, how can you get knowledge?
You will pay for it.
You pay for it. Good. That's how you can use money, and then you spend time to learn because you want to get knowledge, but you must engage time and money to acquire knowledge. Beautiful. Now, if you need time, who can give me a scenario? If you need time,
Now this can be complicated though.
only those who have mastered time can understand this one. If you need time, how can you get time?
Okay, with your money, you can buy other people's time to make people.
Fantastic, my brother. You just killed it. You can delegate if you have money. For example, there is no virtue in sitting down 24 or 5 hours to wash your clothes. Or you say you are doing virtuous woman. That is for people who have a lot of time on their hands. There is no special virtue called the virtue of washing clothes. You can delegate, use a washing machine, or give it to the dry cleaner. Even cooking, this issue with cooking, the reason why you are so focused about cooking is because you are not very, very busy. Cooking is good as a woman. I'm not trying to be controversial here, but there is a way you can be very, very busy focusing on destiny as a woman that you may need to outsource these things once in a while.
You're
Do you
correct,
get what
sir.
I'm talking about?
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Okay, I'm not trying to let's not make this so good. Now, I still have a lot to say, but my host is telling me to round up now. Should I round up, or you are enjoying it so far?
No, sir.
Okay, let me quickly run through this. Like I said, I needed to ensure that this webinar rather, is not just about trading. I wanted to be sure that even if you are not going to eventually trade, you get enough value that you can take out of this place, because my number one goal is to ensure that you gain value. That's the real impact I am following. Okay, so this is how I have also gotten to where I am. Some people thought it wise to deposit in me without thinking about what they can get in return, and I am only giving because I have also received. Okay, freely have I received, and that's why I'm also giving freely. Okay, what I'm teaching you is what they will teach you in masterclass business, where you will pay thousands of naira to learn. This thing I'm teaching you for free, you will pay thousands. Go to Lagos Business School and ask what they are teaching them. Okay, so the earning formula, how do you earn in the digital economy? Can I tell you the secret? Earning is equal to your first. If you want to first earn, don't forget the 3 things I've told you about. If you lack any of those 3, use the other 2 to get it. Okay, I hope you noted that down. Now, building on that, to make money in the digital space, earning is equal to learning plus selling. If you want to make money, you must learn something, or you must have learned something, or you must have mastered something, or you are mastering something. And then you must be able to sell that thing. That's the only way you can make money. You can't make money any other way. Think about anything digital. If you want to make money from it, you must learn and you must sell. That's how you make your first income. And this is why I said something. If you are joining in, sorry, you might have missed that. But this is where I talked about visibility and credibility. I talked about the influencer model when I was talking about how you can make money via platforms. This is what influencers are selling. Influencers sell their voice, for example. They sell their credibility. Are you seeing that? They sell their credibility. Why do you think OBO is on the face of Niger Bet or Naira Bet or what, something bet? I think it was JJ Okocha first. Was it King Bet? And then I think OBO is on one other gambling platform. You know why? Everybody knows gambling is not a credible way to go, but they need somebody's credibility to leverage on. That's why they need credible people. So you see somebody like JJ Okocha is on the face of King Bet or something Bet. He is selling his credibility. Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Oh,
Yes,
my God.
sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
You didn't get that one, so let me skip. You didn't get it, so let me move. Let me move away from that thing. Let's just go into the trading, okay? Now, you can leverage AI to make money. What AI helps you now? There is no skill called the skill of AI. What it is called is leverage-based skill. That means you must be doing something already. You must already be productive. And then you can now leverage artificial intelligence to scale up or to even be better. So it helps you to think faster, it helps you to execute better, and it helps you to scale bigger. Okay, and that's why I said I've been able to make even just passive income. That's not the main thing I'm doing. Just on the side, I've just been able to use ChatGPT to create 500,000 this month so far. I just quickly put something together using ChatGPT, and I just sent it somewhere, and 500,000 came out from it. Now you can do that as well. Now trading, this is the real thing some of you came here for. Anyways, I'm sure you've gained value so far. But trading, you see, you must understand that the global market has gone digital. For example, you want to pay your school fees. You are not holding cash, you are doing transfer. The only proof you need is receipt. You're going to the hospital, you're trying to save a life, you do a transfer, no physical cash. You're paying for your visa fee, you're doing no physical cash. You're trying to change dollar to naira, you're not necessarily handling cash if you need it. If you don't need it, rather, you are doing transfers. Guess what? This is how big boys have been able to do transfer in the digital economy. So you see central banks of Nigeria, they are exchanging. When you talk about the foreign reserve, Nigeria foreign reserve, you talk about the central banks. What do you think these guys do? The Central Bank of Nigeria, Central Bank of America, Central Bank of Europe, all this, they've been able to create a system where they transact, okay, a monetary network. Okay, some call it SWIFT. SWIFT is a network where international entities can transfer money across countries. But the concept of buying and selling itself has gone digital. Before it used to be trade by barter, right? But now it is trade by fiat. Fiat means real money, paper money. So trade by barter before, I have salt, you have sugar. Give me salt, take sugar. I have plantain. I need gari. Take plantain, give me gari, right? But now it has become trade by fiat. I don't need gari if I want plantain. I just need to go to the market and give you 4,000 naira, pick a bunch of plantain, and I go to my house, right? But something has happened now because we're talking about the digital economy. You can now buy digital assets or instruments and make money from it. So the same way you would buy something at 10 naira and sell for 15 naira and make a gain of 40 naira, instead of you looking at how you can stay in the hold up now, you are buying a bottle of Pepsi, maybe they are selling it at the discount of 15 naira less, maybe they sell it at 450 to them, and then they stay in traffic, and then they sell it at 500 to you, and then they make a profit of 15 naira. Somebody else can sit down in his house, sit with his laptop or with his phone, and buy something for 450 naira, and sell it for 500 naira while he's still in his house, and then make a profit of 50 naira without leaving his room. They made the same game, efforts are different. Did that make sense to somebody? That's the best.
Yes,
that's
sir.
the best
Yes,
and the easiest way I can explain trading to you because of my time. Okay, so what we are going to do, I thought I have more time. I know there's going to be a lot of. What I'm going to do is, if the host can allow, we can have, I don't know if you've gained value so far, we can have one more session, maybe not this year, maybe next year, but for everyone who has attended this webinar so far, I have a special offer for you. Now, meanwhile, I want to share my screen. I want to go to my website at Trade Talent. The moderator introduced one of our outfits earlier on at Trade Talent, right? So if you see my screen, you see this is a web portal at Trade Talent. It's a 20-week trading odyssey where I teach you how to analyze the market. I show you where the money is. I show you where the money is going to, and how you can take advantage, position yourself. Okay, these are our courses. We have 11 modules we have weekly psychology classes. Part of what I've done tonight is psychology. Okay, I've just been able to re-engineer your mindset to understand that the digital economy is no mystery. We're not looking for greedy people. We're not talking about people who don't have value. Like I said, those who chase money never really have it. But those who create value never really get, they never really lack it. Those who chase money never really have it. But those who chase value never lack it. Okay? So, I've been able to do part of psychology sessions for you tonight. Okay, these are our trading mentors, really erudite people. Okay, this is where I'm going to. It's 4 months, but we are going to crash it with. Now you have an opportunity to win a 5,000 trading account as well when you join. But this is the good gist for tonight. Okay, now to be a part of this 20 weeks coaching is $150. But for everybody who is joining in here tonight, okay, we will give a 1 month foundational incursion at 50%. Oh, did I say 50%? 90% discount. And we're not just talking about 90% discount in dollars. You're actually going to be paying in naira, and it's a very small money. Okay, so instead of $150, now quickly somebody convert $150 for me. $150 in naira is how much? Who can do the maths?
210,000.
210,000. Good. So 90% of 210,000 is how much?
That's
1,000. 21,000.
21,000. Right? So that means you are all going to pay 21,000. Just 21,000. To get, I've just scratched the surface. So what I'm digging out from is deeper than this. Okay, and we have a lot of proofs. Let me see if I can share my phone screen as I round up and just take questions now. 1 minute. Let me see if I can share my phone screen. Let me see if I can share. I'm going to show you some of our results, some of our proofs so far. So like the first thing I did actually, I showed the earlier participant attendees that joined. I showed them Don Jazzy trading, right? And I was asking you, what is Don Jazzy looking for trading, right? Okay, let me see if I can play the video again. Can you see my screen?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, you can see Don Jazzy, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you want to ask yourself, what is Baba looking for trading? You can see him, excited over, Bitcoin fall and all that. Those who really know where the money is, they know what they do. They don't need to shout it, and they are not looking to impress you. Okay, so the rich keep getting richer, while the poor, the story, you know the story. So these are some of the things we've been able to replicate. Very recent, I think a few weeks ago, we were able to do some very massive figures as well. Let me show you this. Can you see what's on my screen? Now, this is my own personal trading account, okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you see withdrawal? How much can you see on the withdrawal?
$1,000.
Do the conversion to naira. How much is that?
1.4 million.
And I'm talking about just a few weeks ago. Okay, so that's somebody's 6 months salary in just a few weeks. Okay, so look at this also. Now, when I traded and made this profit, okay, I made this profit in just 4 days. How much can you see on my screen?
$5,189.
If you do the maths and do the conversion in naira, you know how much it is. I'm not talking about demo. You can see it was funds that have been transferred. So this is not demo. You don't transfer demo. So I'm telling you now. Let me show you something. It didn't just suddenly happen. I was losing money too. I was losing a lot of money. And then I chatted somebody. You can verify these charts, okay? You can verify this chart. Look at this. In May 14, I screenshotted this so that I can show you. In May 14, 2022, I did something very important. Can somebody read the chart on the screen? I was losing a lot of money. I chatted somebody that I saw the result I was looking for. Can you see? I said, I've messed up this trade, sir. What should I do now? The guy scolded me. The guy didn't even care. This guy is almost a billionaire, if not already a billionaire. You can Google him, Eze Kingsley or Haji. He's called the king of gold in Nigeria. I don't think there's anybody that trades gold better than Ohazi. You can note that name if you are a real trading enthusiast, like you are really serious about trading. You need to note this name, Eze Kingsley or Haji. How much did he tell me to pay for mentorship?
$5,000.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. And you saw my response with all joy. And my story changed from there. Did you get it? So, even these things I'm communicating to you, I didn't just wake up to start this concept about money, about the digital economy, is as a result of serious sacrifice that I've paid. And we are not there yet, but we are not where we used to be. Because if I say I have arrived, I've only deceived myself. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Okay, so even me myself, I have people I am still paying to learn more. Okay, and I also thank God that I've been able to leverage on the digital economy to do something better for myself. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and then I'm just going to take a bit of questions. Okay, let's go. Questions now. Over to you, moderator. I don't know.
Wow, what a great night we had tonight. Please, I want us to drop our lovely emojis for this wonderful class. Please drop your emojis. Drop. In appreciation to Mr. Joba. Kindly drop your emojis. Please let it go. Wow, we want to say special thank you to Mr. Joba. Wow, I've really learned a lot tonight, sincerely, man. A lot. And my mindset has opened to so many things, right? Yes. I don't know if that is the testimony of someone here tonight. Please, let's appreciate him. Yeah. Let it keep going. Thank you. So please, if you have questions, kindly raise your hand. So we're gonna take it one after the other. Okay, the first one I'm seeing now is Mr. Akin Ayoade. Yeah, Mr. Akin Ayoade. Yes, can you please come up with your question? Raise your hand if you want to ask a question, so it won't be routed. Okay, thank you. Mr. Akin, you can unmute and ask your question, please.
Thank you very much once again. And good evening, the presenter, Joba. No, dear. My question is on digital trading. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir, you can please speak louder.
More louder, sir. Mr. Akin, more louder.
Right. So I attended the seminar sometime on site some years ago, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, and the guy was trying to push me, my choice of word. He was trying to push me into that space by convincing me when I told him that time is one of the factors that is militating against digital trading. Especially somebody who has something is free. So creating time to get that done as an additional source of income might be somehow equivalent. So the guy told me that technology has gone further than that and further than that, that one can do robotic trading. That whether you are available or not, robots can do trading for you. And I asked, how will robots trade for me, especially on forex? He said that even more intelligent than human beings, that it's a combination of multiple brains of human beings to maximize profit on the internet. How true is it that it's possible that somebody can do robotic trading of forex without losing? Thank you, sir. And how much is it?
Okay. First, is absolutely correct. It's called algorithmic trading. Okay. Robotic trading works, but really it's an algorithm. Okay. It's like a software that you have carefully programmed, emotional. Okay. And it is $50. And the moment you see $50, you're like, what if it goes to $70? What if it goes to $80? And then probably it goes to $100. Like, what if it goes to $200? And then it drops down. I'm like, what if it goes up again? It drops down until you might even lose that profit. Okay, so it's more efficient in that it sticks with the rule, because this is a computer, it's a robot, it's an algorithm you have programmed in. If it sees the rule, it executes according to the condition. So that's absolutely correct. There's something else called copy trading. For those who don't have time, you don't need to stretch so much about the analysis. If you trust the trader, the strategist, there's somebody on this call who is a partner who has designed a system. He is the CEO of Ajifa FX. Okay, he has created a system. I don't know if he will be launching it by January, but I think we had that conversation. He has created a system where you can copy trades from professional traders. They send you the signal, you just copy the trade if you trust them, and then you make money without the stress. Okay, their take profit, all those things is there. Okay, we are working on a robot. Personally, I'm big on EA. It's called Expert Advisors. I'm actually building one already. We have not yet perfected it, but we are building that. So yes, there is a place where you might not have time. Okay, there is a place for that. So it's either you're going algorithmic, you're trusting it, but however, you have to be very careful. Okay, because the same way bots are not emotive, it means if something goes wrong with the bot, it will keep repeating that mistake until your account runs dry. But if it is good, you keep making profit until you are full of smile as well. Okay, so it's anyways, it's all about risk, of course, but it's more reliable than human emotions. Okay, so that works if that's what you're asking me. If you don't have the time to trade, you either want to trust somebody who has the skill and who has the integrity. You want to commit your funds or your account to him, for me, or you want to go the way of robots. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Or you want to go the way of copy trading. That's correct. Thank you.
What is the cost implication, sir? What is the cost implication of going robotic?
Can you come again, Mr. King, please?
He has told me that it's possible and it's even more efficient than human trading. Then I'm asking him now, how does it go?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
What is the cost implication of going robotic?
Well, he has to be the one to tell you. I don't know what his package. I don't know. I mean, what we do at Trade Talent, we have our own different packages for things like this. I don't know what package this guy has. So maybe you talk to the guy. If you are okay with him, you go with him. But if you want to talk to me about this as well, you can get my contact and then we can talk about it. Okay?
I have your contact already, sir. I will DM you.
Awesome. Then you can just...
Yeah, it's about 3 of... So I don't have contact with the guy anymore.
All right, sir. Please. Okay, sir. Okay.
From there, sir.
All right. Please, do we have anyone that has a question again? Question. Okay, Possible Bella, please, you can go ahead. And also, please, participants, hold on, please. Please don't go yet. The visionary has something for us, something special. So let's be beneficial of it, all right? Thank you. So, Possible Bella, you can go ahead with your question.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma. Please, I want to ask concerning the shares aspect. What links can I use? Can somebody use to buy shares? Like you said, I can get shares on Apple on Tesla. Even I think I can also get shares on Dangote refinery that is currently ongoing. I think I saw it on the news that he said Nigerians have access to get buy shares from his refinery. How do I go about that, sir?
Yeah, so there are some apps you can download, but you have to, I mean, this is not financial advice, but you just have to verify their credibility. I mean, you can download Bamboo, for example. Bamboo is an app. I mean, you have to do your own due diligence, please. You have to do your own due diligence. Bamboo is an app that you can look into. It's one of the most popular apps. You have Shaka. Shaka is also one very important one. You have Rice Vest, for example. You have Optimus by AfriVest. These are some popular apps that you can download. Okay, you have Chaka. Chaka is very popular. I mean, I think they are Pan-African as well. Bamboo is also one very popular one. I think Throv is another popular one. But please do your due diligence. Okay, let it not be that these are digital assets. Of course, I'm sure you use PiggyVest. The same way you can trust an app to save your money for you. You should have some level of trust that you can invest in these companies via this app. So, Bamboo, Shaka, I would suggest that do your due diligence and then know which one works best for you. Yeah, but these apps actually work.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Do we have any other person? Possible Bella, please, you can pull down your hand. Do we have another person in the house? I have a question for Mr. Joba. Do we? Okay, in absence of that, I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Joba for taking us this night. It's a life-changing, yes. It's a life-changing to us, to me personally. I don't know about others, but it's a life-changing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. God bless you, and God increase your knowledge. All right. Thank you so much.